Morrissey. He's so good. My God, he's amazing. Anyway, I'm Davina McCall. Hi, and this is the Big Brother's Big Mouth. Hey, listen. Have you ever wondered what Morrissey would look like if he'd been born in the third world and raised on a diet of pot noodles? He looked just like the hunky Jared Christmas.
Yeah! Pot noodles. Awesome.
And also joining us is a man with the most luxurious and full-bodied hair in the history of reality TV. Alan Sugar thought he was a loser, but we think he's a winner. It's Ray from The Apprentice! And, of course, we've got 50 South African 800-metre runners. It's the non-gender specific Big Mouth audience! Time for some BB business. With only 2 weeks to go before she sees her Chris, Sophie's getting some practice in. Housemates.
What's that?
Housemates were forced to take drastic action after they ran out of milk.
It's like a hole.
Is it the old from the other one there?
Has anyone heard Rod Stewart and Lady Gaga's new duet? And finally, did anyone see how gutted Jordan was when she appeared on Channel 4's 10 Years Younger? So, listen, God, what a week it's been in the Big Brother house. Marcus got caught tickling his hairy pickle. Some absolute, utter bastards ate more than their allocated amount of chicken nuggets. And after falling out with absolutely everyone, Bee's reign of terror has finally come to an end. She's packed up her hair extensions. And you would have thought she might have given them to Sophie, but no. Any minute now, she'll be stepping into the theatre of morons where this lot are going to go well hard on her. It's going to be 500% brilliant. And if you lot sat at home want to get involved with the action, stop fiddling with Porcimus Maximus and send us a text or an email. All the details are on your screen now, just below my boobgina. Thanks. Jared?
Yes.
Jared?
Yes?
Did the right person go?
Of course. Yeah. I mean, we all know that Marcus is going to win.
Wait, can I just say something? Oh, you know what I think's funny, Jared, is if you'd have said that 6 weeks ago, there would have been a uni-boo. Like, everybody in here would have booed.
I did say
and now
it 6
half
weeks
of you
ago.
were cheering. Yeah, and we all booed.
Almost got hung.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's brutal.
And now you're saying it, and everybody's
now
loving
I'm
you.
saying it. I'm
so
with
fickle.
the in-crowd. No,
We're
I know.
so fickle.
But I am happy Bee's out, but
Yeah.
I do really like Bee. I think she's brilliant.
She's been a great housemate.
Yeah.
She has. Are you gonna miss her, Rafe?
I have to say, Davina, I'm normally a diplomatic guy, but when it comes to Bee, I have to say I rejoiced at the fact that she was evicted. She started off, you know, fairly likeable. Thank you very much. No, she started off fairly likeable, and then she just morphed into this unbearable creature.
She's like a transformer. That's brilliant.
She is.
Absolutely.
She is like a
She's a hippie
transformer.
in disguise. It's incredible.
Listen, did the right person go tonight, you guys? Come on, tell me, why?
Just because she's so two-faced, and you're right, she's a two-faced bitch.
But what she would say, if she was here, I wasn't two-faced, I was always honest to people's faces. What?
She thinks she's superior to everyone else.
In what way?
She is.
Well, the way she is with everyone and putting people down, and she's just spoilt and...
Jared, you just said she is.
And I like it.
And from my research, she has a degree in psychology, so she must have used what she learned in her degree in the house. It must have been some big experiment for her.
But it didn't work very well, her using her degree in psychology,
like it.
because she came out to the biggest boo of the whole series. Hello.
Personally, I think it was her game plan to be two-faced. from the
Do you think?
get-go.
But what kind of game plan would that be if it worked so badly?
Backfired, I guess.
Yes.
It backfired, I guess, I think.
Yes.
The house isn't going to be as fun now because we were all left wondering what's
but-
happening next.
Yeah, but the thing is I always think when a really big character who's been so dominating comes out of the house, it does leave other characters to come to the fore. I think Sophie, Rodrigo.
Yeah, you
they're
should
gonna
put
be
that on a
very funny
T-shirt,
from now.
man.
What?
Boom.
Hang on. I want you to say that.
Still got Marcus.
Yeah, we
Got
got
it, Marcus. He's absolutely fantastic.
Hang on, what do you want to say?
We think we got it. Marcus got it right when he called her a minge bag.
Yeah. He called his mother.
He called his mother a minge bag. But then you should hear the things she says about. You should see the things that his mother says about him. It's hilarious. But let's get back to B, right? Who's going to miss her? Is anybody going to miss her in that house? Because you just said you think it's going to be quieter.
As much as I think she's a bitch, I think she's entertaining to watch. Whereas David, all he does is sit and smoke with Lisa, and that's
Oh
boring.
no, I'm not having that with David. He does give us some very, very funny stuff. I think today, when he did the interview with Rodrigo today, I absolutely loved it because he suddenly looked like he was on Parky, didn't he? He was so serious.
I can't understand a
He's
word
comedy.
he says.
Anybody else going to miss B? Yeah, you are up here.
I'm going to miss B, but the reason is that she believes in what she's doing. She believes in herself. It's like the religion of
There
B.
was that part of her where
Yeah.
you think she sees no wrong in what she's done.
You're talking to her earlier, doing the interview, and she's like, oh, no, I don't see that. I don't think that. And even the psychologist is saying, no, B, you're wrong. She's like, no, I'm right. I worship the altar of B. She's going to be worse on the outside. She'll be going on daytime television, and we'll all end up worshipping her.
No,
It'll be a
does anybody feel a little bit sorry for her, that maybe feel that she's misunderstood? No, okay. I actually brought it on herself. I think the problem is, isn't it, when you have an argument with somebody and you're quite mean and then you just refuse to apologise. I always think that's a no-go area. Go on. Hello. How are you?
I'm all right.
Nice to see you back again. I'm going to sit on your knee for a moment. Hello. Well, I like to make an effort. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. No, go ahead.
Basically, I think she had her eye on Noreen and Noreen's behaviour in the house, and she tried to go in and be a bigger bitch than Noreen. But Noreen's a fly bitch.
Yeah, but I like that. The problem is that the bitch game plan thing, it doesn't work because at the end of the day, somebody's got to win, and you're not going to want a bitch to win. You know, isn't it?
I don't think she meant to go on as a bitch. I think it just turned out that she turned into a bitch.
Do you think that's inside her?
Yeah,
it just came out and she couldn't help herself.
She couldn't help herself.
She couldn't help herself. Who is going to be the new queen in that house? Lisa. You think Lisa? Why?
She's already got David following around. She's had people following around all the way through this. First it was Carly for a few weeks. Now it's David, and soon it'll be somebody else. She's always got somebody around, in and around, and doing what she...
What about... Well, I mean, she's been very, very, very low on nominations, Lisa. She's done incredibly
No one
well.
wants to nominate her. She's
No one
got
does.
metal in her nipples. You do not mess with someone like that.
You
The
don't.
amount of pain she can take. I bet she shaves her head with glass.
But can I just ask you, what else did she have in her nipples?
I don't want to know. Weapons!
But what? No! But was it hair? Like on national television, do you go, excuse me, I've got a hair in my nipple. B, could you just get it out like here now?
She doesn't care.
She doesn't
I bet
care.
she just stood there and concentrated and it popped out. She just went, get out of me! And it came out.
Rafe, do you like Lisa?
Lisa's an interesting character because I think she's deep down, she's incredibly manipulative, but in a very endearing way, and she is this kind of mother hen figure. People gravitate towards her. I don't necessarily want her to win, but I find her, you know, upfront frankness quite endearing, and I like that.
I think Sir Alan might quite like Lisa.
Do you know what? I think he would. I think he would certainly give her the finger.
Because there's no nonsense, she's up front. He'd give her the finger, so not the right thing to say.
If you shaved Sir
She wouldn't be
Alan's-
interested.
If you shaved Sir Alan's hair properly back and all that, I think they'd look pretty much the same.
Do you know, it never ceases to amaze me how absolutely lovely Lisa looks with just a tiny weeny bit of makeup. I was saying, God, just wake up, take you 2 minutes, just do it every morning. What else have you got to do? Nothing. Right, OK, time for a quick break. Listen, please don't go anywhere, because we really, really like you. And in a couple of minutes' time, these rednecks are going to go roasting a hippie. We'll see you in a minute. out there are probably wondering who your real dad is, you know. Some of you are probably wondering what Freddie the Halfwit's been up to since he was evicted. Well, Freddie has had quite a week. He's had a lovely egg salad, done some meditating, and has even been given his own show on the Poetry Channel. Check it out on Freeview. We forgot to set our Sky Plus to record Poetry Corner with Freddie Fisher, but luckily, BB Uber fan Brian Bellow was kind enough to lend us his copy of Freddie's first show. Thanks, Brian.
Hi, I'm Freddie Fisher, and this is my poem. 'Twas the 4th day of June when I entered the house. Not a person stirred, not even a mouse. Then a housemaid entered.
Hey, okay? Who dares with us? Hey, who dares?
Well, to return.
So, can you really get me on the telly?
Of course I can, sweetheart. I'm the presenter of Big Brother's Big Mouth.
Oh, I thought Davina was.
No, at the end of the day, she's just my warm-up lady. I'm the actual full-on geezer that's presenting it, ain't I?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what's that? Oh, dirty.
Cheeky bloody fellow. Now, one person who wasn't a fan of Freddie's poetry was Big Brother's sex hippie bee. She'd suck a Harley. Suck starter Harley. Oh, my God. She'd suck starter Harley for a can of cider. That's what I was trying to say. And she's ready to step into the dirty big mouth ring. Please make some noise for the phenomenal Bee! Okay, B. A little bit of decorum. Come on, guys. Thanks, Jared. B, how are you?
Oh, my God, I feel really like I've misrepresented myself completely.
And wait, let's give her a chance to answer some questions. So, B, in what way?
Well, I just think I've been honest. Haven't
Is there not an argument to say that sometimes being honest isn't always the best policy?
No, I don't think so.
So being honest and cruel is fine.
Oh, but it is. Well, I thought for a split second it was a good idea not to be honest when David asked me if I'd nominated him.
But say being honest when to Freddie, say when you were changing beds.
Yeah.
And you moved over to the other bed. Wouldn't it be better to just go, actually, I'd rather sleep in another bed?
Well, that's how it started off.
But it didn't end like that.
And he wasn't happy with that, and, you know, we kind of... And I was feeling quite passionate about, you know, it'd been a tough couple of days with Freddie at that point.
But tough for who? For him?
Well, I found it tough as well.
No, I know. Listen, I am gonna... Jared, have you got anything that you'd like to ask B?
Would you really apply that? Will I have a look like I'm going to nail you with an incredible question?
I'm only being asked nasty
He's really
things.
nice,
I'm not going to
Jared.
ask you a
Don't
nasty
worry.
question.
No, he's not like that.
Where did you get your jacket? it looks like an angel's wiped its bottom with it. It's amazing. That's a good thing. Anyway, your question. Sorry, my question.
It's very old. You need to respect.
Am I allowed to?
We respect the jacket.
I'll touch it and ask the question.
Jared,
B, inside the Big Brother house, did we see the real B? Did we see the real B?
I think you did. I'm starting to wonder though if I might need to change that.
Do you think that if you saw something in the footage that we've seen, that we've personally seen, and you didn't like it, do you think you'd be capable of changing?
Well,
do you think you'd be open to that?
I'd give it a good go. I'd give it a good go.
Okay, Rafe, I've got a question you want to ask me.
Yeah, I mean, I love articulate and intelligent people, and you kind of gave the impression that you thought yourself the most intelligent person in the house. Did you honestly believe that? Did you honestly believe yourself to be better, if you like, than the rest of the gang?
No, not better. Well, maybe better than most of them.
Can I just say something?
That is honest.
No, but I'm telling you, I'm loving loving that. I'm loving that because you've got a booing audience here and you've just said something that's going to make them boo you even more. I love it.
I'm going to be
You're
honest.
amazing.
I'm going to be
Give a shit.
Not really.
It's brilliant.
Listen, who's got a question for B? Okay, let's go over here. Yeah, you.
Where did you get your hair extensions from? Could you need to take them back?
Yes.
Ouch! Okay, we've got a question here. We've got a question over here.
You were banging on for ages about negativity, but it was you who was bringing the negativity on. Did you not think about just keeping your mouth shut and be quiet and it'll blow over?
You know what about this whole negativity thing? When people start saying you're being negative, you think, well, wait a minute, no, that wasn't the intention. Are you sure? So I started sort of arguing about it, but I did take it on board, and I think you can become a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy. You know, if you think, oh, I'm feeling negative, and I'm being told negative, 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 negative.
I think
you
what
start
they were
feeling a
trying
bit
to say
negative,
was
and then
bitchy, actually. They were kind of like... They didn't want to say
But
the word
that came
bitchy,
completely-
but actually that's what they meant to say. Another question.
Two things. There was one point in the house where I thought you displayed a lot of negativity, and that was to David, and that was when someone shouted over the wall. And although David tried to dismiss it, you just kept on banging on and
I'm
on
telling
and
him,
on about it.
you know, if it...
No,
surely somebody else would say, oh, I don't know what they said.
No, but I'm not that... I heard it and I was as shocked as he was, because usually...
But are you sure that's what they said?
Well,
B, go on.
He heard kicked out, clear as a bell.
Yeah, but you didn't hear the names.
He didn't hear his name.
He didn't hear his
I
name.
didn't make it up.
No,
I didn't make it
She
up.
might not have made it up.
Definitely
I
didn't
believe
make
in
it
that.
up.
She may not have made it up, but I think you took absolute relish in
Yes.
in rubbing it in.
Okay, guys,
You
talk
took
about this in a
absolute
minute. Now, listen, I don't know about you, but I've watched P over the last 5 weeks, and I've been consistently amazed at how absolutely brilliant she is at arguing. The girl is totally unstoppable. It's almost like she's some kind of a machine.
A brilliant but stupid scientist has created the ultimate killing machine. The B3000 is out of control and set to destroy everything in its path.
What a classless little rude, arrogant idiot. How far do you like to push people? Why do you need to get somebody to this point? Just piss off!
Your voice is literally giving me a panic attack.
I think he's a twat. I don't want to get into an argument. I want you to just accept what I've said. I've been victimised as being a negative person. I'm going in here to tell them that you are a fucking bully. I'm really upset by the things that you've said. Do you feel better now? Everyone has to nominate somebody, and everyone in this house is my
What time
friend.
you got upset? I won't be there to be on your shoulder at all.
You have no interest in being my friend now
No.
because I nominated you.
Okay, we'll just leave it at that then. Fair enough.
Well, I'm trying to explain
I
to
don't
you.
want to listen to it anymore, B. Fuck you.
Now, B, why did you never back down? I mean, there were times when you could have walked away and just backed down.
You weren't raised that way, were you?
No.
Never back down. You're like a mama bear, cornered. You just keep fighting.
Well,
I like it.
Things did die down. I think that everyone should just have their, have their say. And
Yeah,
if
but
somebody...
but generally what they do is they have their say, and then everything comes down, and then you go, and you know what? You just
Good.
do you think that B is the least chilled hippie ever?
Yeah, I mean, you've brought a new definition to hippie for most of us. I mean, this symbol, you flip it around every time.
Bohemian was the phrase that I was...
Bohemian, that's more about dresses and shit, but attitude, we said it before, you were like a transformer. You came in all nice and stuff, and you suckered people in. It was brilliant. You were like a little spider, just sucking everyone in, and then for a cuddle, and then you just stabbed them in the back. Awesome.
Rafe,
we fell into it.
Rafe, you've been sort of had your own fair share of arguments. How do you think you'd fare against B, like in an argument off?
To be honest, I would concede immediately, and I'd let B win it, because from what I've just seen on the VT, she's a force to be reckoned with. But I honestly think that I'm just sat alongside a woman who is used to winning every argument that you've been in. So
but
I think.
I don't think she wins. I think people give up. Because it's that kind of thing of, all right, I'm sorry.
I think you pushed everything in that house. I think you drove a few people to despair, to be honest. Rather than just walking away and dropping it, you just went on and on and on until they just
Can we find something positive to say about Bea? Because I think that Bea's had a very, very tough evening. She's come up against a lot of hostility.
You're supposed to be the nice people.
Bea, do you think it would have been all different if you started right at the beginning?
Wait, guys, wait, just listen to this question.
Do you think it would all be different if you started right at the beginning rather than coming middle way? Maybe you came in the middle and you wanted to stir things up. Maybe if you came at the beginning, you may have been quieter and maybe progressed further.
Did you want to stir things up?
No, not at all. I didn't.
Would it have been different if you started right at the beginning, or would you have been the same if you started right at the beginning?
I think it's difficult when you go in halfway through because obviously friendships are formed, and you do run the risk of being a bit of an imposter when you first sort of walk in, because everyone
but
is
they really
like a
welcomed
team.
you, actually.
And they were very welcoming. But no, my intention was just to, just to throw myself in and to try and get on with everybody. I thought
Whoops! OK, now listen, as we all know, Bea's had run-ins with pretty much everyone. Yep, that's right, everyone in the Big Brother house, and has dished out some devastating tongue lashings. She's also said some brilliantly funny things. So, what we're going to do now is to look at some clips of Bea in action and then decide whether or not she's just being Bea or she's being a straight-up Bea-arch. Comprende? Yeah, OK. So, let's look at the first clip of Bea talking about Noreen.
What do I want to say about Noreen? She is just immature, selfish, classless, unladylike little hussy.
Wow. OK, just... Hang on. Firstly, I just want to ask you...
Yeah.
Do you stand by that comment?
Yes.
OK. Is she just being Bea, or is she being a Bea-arch? Ah, yes. Bea-arch, OK. Right, our next clip, please. It's Bea having some fun and games.
Just come in with a mouthful of water and spat it out in my face.
Wasn't full.
Don't ever, ever, ever do anything like that again. And I mean it seriously.
OK, Bea, just talk me through that one.
Well, we were having a laugh, and I can't remember what had happened before that, but it was all just very jokey. And I don't know about anyone else, but I've never had anything spat out in my face
Yeah,
before.
now I have to say, Don't go there! Don't go there! Don't go there!
Dirty, all of you.
Sorry, Bea, I'm sorry about that. Listen, was anybody else with Bea on that one? Because I actually...
No, I don't want to get hated by everyone, but it's one thing throwing water on someone and spitting in their mouth. That's a bit...
Spitting isn't
out.
nice. Spitting isn't nice. What do you think, Jared?
Spitting's never nice. It's never called for, and I was disappointed it happened.
But I don't think it's potentially what he did that we're arguing is. It's the way...
It's totally overreacted. I mean, how much water can somebody have in their mouth? And you were like, it's in my face,
But
it's in
he
my
had
hair.
said, I won't.
He had a mouthful
He'd
of
said,
water.
I won't once. Anyway, is it straight Bea or Bea-arch?
I was very upset.
Undecided.
Half and half.
Undecided.
No, I'm saying it's Bea-arch. I'm sorry, I'm calling Bea-arch. OK, let's look at Bea and Freddie.
Oh, God. Completely ingenuine, ponced up, little Lord Fauntleroy in our presence.
Oh, Bea. Bea, tell us what you really think. I mean, you really liked him when you went in there, and suddenly it was hatred.
What people don't realise, if they haven't been in the house, I know that every year people say this, it probably sounds like, oh, God, here we go again. But it is such a bubble, and most people, in your normal life, you've got distractions of work and your friends.
But they're all in that bubble too.
Yeah, just pop the bubble.
Just pop the bubble, Jared. I love it.
I've always said that I'm a woman of extremes.
Was that straight up Bea or Bea?
Undecided!
Unanimous Bea-arch. OK, time for the next clip. This one's about Marcus.
Oh, God. 4 million thing that you've got the saddest hairstyle since 1982.
Now, OK, that was funny. That was funny. While you're crying, what do you think?
quite like his hairstyle. I was on the fence, B! I was on the fence! But that was pushed me over! I'm no longer on the B team, I'm on the A team! Where I should have been from the start!
Okay, let's call it. Was that just B or was it B Arch? Yes, we got a B! Yay! Okay, let's take a look at B having a lovely conversation with David.
I have never been nasty
to me
to you.
yesterday.
I have never said anything against
said
you.
to-
How bloody dare
Let me
you
speak.
accuse me of something
Listen, let me
and
speak.
then say to me, just don't talk to me then. Honestly,
Well, look,
pick
just
your
let me speak.
fucking battles wisely.
So, David really annoyed you?
Yeah.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
And what was wrong with him?
He was... He was very,
A lot of
very
people
loud.
in Yorkshire very upset about that. Listen, let's call the clip. Was that just B or B Arch?
I'm sorry, B.
Unanimously B Arch. OK, time now for a quick break. Why not use this time to pick up the phone and call someone and say sorry for something you've done wrong? I'm going to use this time to call up Makosi and apologise for all the terrible things I've thought about doing to her. I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back to Big Brother's Big Mouth with the gorgeous Jared Christmas, B, Rafe, and these dirty sausage slappers holding here. Now, for you lot out there, summertime means one thing: filling a suitcase full of Johnnies and jumping onto a plane somewhere like this. Oi, oi!
Booze, birds, bums, tits, cocks, wicked. Oi, oi! Every day is party time and the reps tear it up with a game they've literally made up.
G'day, Bob.
G'day, Bob.
Say g'day to Bob, Bob.
G'day, Bob.
G'day, Bob.
Say g'day to Bob, Bob.
G'day, Bob.
G'day, Bob.
Say g'day to Bob, Bob.
G'day, Bob.
Fuck a bow.
I'll give you a game.
Meanwhile, Lisa and Tom are giving it the large with a game they've literally made up too.
Oh.
Mental. Oi, oi! The reps love a wind-up, and Marcus gets the full treatment when he tries to knock one out. Proper tasty. What a wanker. Next time...
Don't splash me 'cause I've just done my hair, please.
David has to shampoo his hair. Again.
You fucking bastard!
Some samba-loving chump chokes on Charlie's jizz.
I'm going to go for a piss.
And Sophie trips over her tit.
Top 18 to 41 there. Over the last few weeks, it seems like Big Brother would have been the least fun holiday resort ever, with people just constantly crying or arguing over chicken nuggets. Jared, what would you do to entertain yourself if you were in the Big Brother house?
I'd wrap myself in a duvet. I'd go into the toilet.
And get caught.
Yeah, but I'd make sure I get finished before I get caught. Yeah? That's the secret. Yeah.
And, Rafe, have you ever packed a suitcase full of Johnnies and gone in to offer an 1830 holiday?
I always
anywhere?
practice safe sex, Davina.
Yeah, well done.
But never,
High
never.
five me on
never,
that, Rafe. Well done, mate. Well done. It's
But
a responsible thing to do.
never been on an 18 to 30 holiday.
No.
I turn 30 next year, so 1 year to go. So who knows?
Oh shit.
So why don't they just have fun in that house?
I don't know. I think maybe it's got to do with the fact that, you know, they've been in there for, you know, quite a while, 78, 79 days, whatever it's been. And it's just, you know, the pressure's building up in there. You know, they're all dying to win it. And, you know, it's just starting to lose its appeal. And maybe they're finally getting to know each other and they're finally coming to the conclusion that they hate one another. Who knows?
And but would you agree with that? I mean, what was it like living in there? There seemed a lot of rows going on.
I thought it was quite boring, actually, a lot of the time.
I suppose, you see, we get the highlighted package at the end of the night. I know, look, I love that. Who said
Disappointed
OB?
teacher.
You did. Yeah, you know, you get that opportunity to go in the Big Brother house. You did have a lot of fun.
Yeah, oh God, no, I did. You know, but you have to things like "G'day, Bob."
G'day, Bob.
G'day, Bob.
G'day, Bob.
Say g'day to Bob, Bob.
Yeah, right.
We've got a new one now.
Okay, that was great, guys. Thanks a lot. Listen,
listen.
Who's causing the most arguments in there? It was B, but who's going to do it now?
I think Marcus, as much as he looks smelly, but he's actually very entertaining. And
He's calmed right down. It's going to be Rodrigo. Just look at it. Shut up. No, shut up. Don't tell me to shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Come on, shut up.
So why, can I ask you guys something? Why does Rodrigo get really upset with someone saying shut up? No, go on.
I think it's because all the characters around him, so they're all influencing him. So he probably went in all innocent and pure, so everyone's there just changed him around.
But I think he's got a real thing about people saying shut up. Is it a cultural thing? Or?
I think it might be something to do with his language.
A Brazilian thing?
Yeah, because he doesn't speak English, he just feels that everyone tells him to shut up because they don't understand what he's saying.
It's definitely a flashpoint for him, isn't it?
non-existent.
Now listen, one housemate who seems to have burst out of his shell this week is naughty little Rodrigo, who we've been chatting about. He's the world's least fun Brazilian, isn't he? Let's have a look at him in action.
22-year-old Charlie Drummond is a single parent going out of his tiny little mind.
You're doing me head in? You're like a little annoyance?
And all because of this.
What do you want?
2-year-old Brazilian man-child Rodrigo and his terrible tantrums.
Blah, 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 blah. Fuck you.
Let's take a closer look at where Charlie's gone wrong. Here, Charlie appears to have wrapped his mini man boy in a duvet. Silly daddy.
No! Hit the pole. No! No! Why Rodrigo?
Here, Charlie breaks the golden rule of parenting, waking up your baby with a lumpy blonde.
Shut up! Well, it's the last time! Shut up!
His big brother.
Maybe he fancies us. I'm fed up!
Finally, all kids love kisses, but this is going a bit far. Unbelievable, Charlie. That is so wrong. You should be locked up, you sicko.
Hi, I'm sorry about that.
Right, B, what do you make of Rodrigo?
Well, obviously, I nominated Rodrigo this week, and not because I don't like him. It's getting tough to nominate
someone,
people.
didn't you?
Exactly, 2 people, yeah, and you had to give full and frank reasons.
Knock out the
So
foreigner.
basically, it was that big sort of hissy fit that he threw this week. That was your frank reason.
Rodrigo, I mean, he jokes an awful lot, and what I think's interesting is you really cannot tell when he's joking and when he's genuinely upset. And I think a lot of the times he's upset, he starts off as joking, and then he always, he works himself up to the point where, actually, no, I do feel like I should be upset. And things
that
come
reminds
out
me of someone.
Well, yeah.
Slammed.
But I certainly don't think, to answer what that lady was saying, I don't think his English is perfect. He's got he says a lot of the time, oh, it's, my accent, or,
No,
from
it's not that, but we were just wondering a cultural thing. Sometimes different countries, they get upset by different words that find different things. But Jared, what did you think of Rodrigo?
Rodrigo started off like a little mouse. You didn't really know he existed, and then he's suddenly just pumped up on some weird mouse steroid because he is literally just... He's like... I know what he's like. You know those chattery teeth things that you have to wind up? To start off with, no one had wound him up. Now he's constantly wound it up and just going...
Charlie's at the control, isn't he?
Yeah.
Winding him up. Listen, I loved it in the shopping list when he was really, really, really angry, and then Charlie said something and he laughed, and then he went, no, I'm really upset. Anyway, look, as we've seen this week, Rodrigo might have the face of an angel, but underneath he's hard as nails. So who do we think would win in a fight, right? B or Rodrigo? Rodrigo. OK, so what about B versus actor, philanthropist, clairvoyant and kick-ass martial expert Steven Seagal? B, I love that, Jared.
Are they in clothes or naked?
Naked.
Oh. Stephen.
Amazing. OK. What about B versus cider-drinking mummy's boy, Brian Bello? Absolutely. Come here. Let's find out. OK, because, hang on, stand here, stand here. Stand back here. Stand back here. Now listen, Brian has to be here, and we've got here a beautiful table full of weapons, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to get Brian and Bea to lock themselves in this shed over here, and we're going to fight until one of them ceases to be alive. So, Brian, now, we've got a lovely array here of household objects.
Yeah.
Which object would you like? I don't know, hammer, cricket bat?
Cricket bat, please, Davina.
Cricket bat, fantastic. Brian's chosen the cricket bat, that's great. And Bea, what would you like to take in?
I'm going to go with the hammer.
Oh, the hammer, OK, marvellous. So listen, if the two of you just would like to jump into the shed there, be careful of the step, please. Please don't trip.
Go down, Bea.
OK, so we're going to close the door, and they're now going to fight to the death. Now, anyway, make sure you join us after the break to see which one of them makes it out alive. See you in a bit. Welcome back to Big Brother's Big Mouth with 2 plummy plums and a kiwi fruit. And this bunch of passion fruits is the sexy Big Mouth audience. You lot are probably at home sat staring at our beautiful, witty studio audience, wondering how they managed to be blessed with both stunning good looks and tickets to be sat here in the Big Mouth studio. Well, why don't you check this out?
You wouldn't go to Strictly Come Dancing like this. But at Big Mouth, we welcome bottom-of-the-barrel, binge-drinking audience members with open arms. If you want to be part of the Big Mouth audience, go to channel4.com/Big Brother.
If you can't make it down to the Big Mouth studio, there is another way that the socially awkward can get their opinions about Big Brother across, and that is via the internet on things called forums. And for this last part of the show, we're actually going to discuss some of the things that people have posted on these forums. So let's get the first one. OK, Marcus, Lech, Legend or Loon? I want to ask you first, because you've changed your mind a few times, Bea, haven't you?
I think that Marcus has a heart of gold. I really, really do. He's
so, what are you saying, Lech, Legend or Loon?
More Legend than...
Legend, and I know what you think. Go on.
Yeah, I think he's a lechy legend.
A lechy legend?
Yeah, legends can be lechy.
Rafe?
I was going to say a bit of all three. Lech, Legend and a bit of a Loon.
That's
and
what
a good
are we
thing.
thinking in the audience? I'd say we've got a vast majority of legends
He's a triple
there.
L.
But I think it's amazing, his turnaround. It's been absolutely legendary. Who's really changed their mind? Who really thought that he was... Go on.
I didn't like him at first, but I think the last few weeks he's come into his own.
And I think even this week, most of all, yeah, go on.
It used to be really, really creepy. Like when he sat in the garden watching Nikki and Carly doing
under
that.
the duvet.
Yeah, that was horrible, wasn't it? So I think he's really changed now. It's more of a, I could get along with him kind of thing, which is quite scary.
And I thought he was really, really, really rude, but now I think he's just being funny. He doesn't mean it. OK, listen, next topic. OK, double bathing equals dirty housemates. I'm so with you on that one. I think, yes, it's gross. Can we talk about two people in the bath? You were doing it this morning.
I did, yeah.
Yes.
Disappointing.
Why do you all do it?
Because, yeah, we get a bit of waiting for people. Plus, you do get privacy in the bathroom. That's one of the places you can have a really good chat with people.
So
this
actually, it's a
morning-
good to chat.
Yeah, this morning Sophie's been really upset about the...
I went into the house today and I saw you in the bath having a chat with Sophie, and that was quite weird.
Did you,
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
win?
That's quite odd, isn't it?
Did you do a win?
No, you haven't.
And you're fully
Before you
clothed,
get
aren't
in,
you?
No.
Okay,
really, no.
next topic. I'm actually starting to like Lisa. B. Starting to like Lisa.
Is
How,
that one of,
B?
Is that one of my quotes?
No, but...
No, I definitely...
Today it is. I missed that. What did you say? It's not all about you. Jared?
I agree with it. You know, I'm starting to like Lisa as well. You know, I'm kind of tempted to see if I can
Somebody down
bring
here
her
said
back
she's awful.
onto
Somebody
the guy's
said-
side.
Did you say-
She's awesome.
Awesome. Does anybody think she's awful?
In the beginning, she was actually quite nice, but then now she's just starting to be like another B.
At the start, Lisa had everyone wrapped. She had a little posse, but now that most of them are gone,
It's just her and
it's
David,
just
really,
her,
isn't it?
and I'm starting to actually quite like her.
She's softer now. She doesn't have a posse. She's kind of mellowing out a little bit. I loved her trying it on with you a bit the other night, though. OK, let's have the next topic. Siavash is weak. Just vote for sake. I'm also with them on that. Does that... Now, can we just talk... Oh, my goodness, I've just heard an important bit of news that Siavash's girlfriend is in the audience. Ex-girlfriend? Where are you? Where are you? Raise your hand. Hello. Hello. No, wait, hang on.
Hi.
Was just a bit of female solidarity there. I'm hugging you. How are you doing?
I'm good. Yourself?
How was it seeing him seeing the article?
I had mixed emotions. It was hard to see that.
Would you give him a second chance?
No.
That's strong. Strong. OK, wait, go on.
Are you going to let Siavash know that you're his ex now? Or are they Big Brother going to allow him, let him know?
I think I might just save it for the interview. I don't know. It might be quite fun. I don't know. Let's have a look at the next topic. Davina's tits are banging.
Well done, B.
You know how amazing that makes me feel after 3 children have literally milked me dry. That's great. Next one. Oh, no, we haven't got time for any more.
Of course,
Honestly, I'm quite
conveniently.
overcome by that. That's amazing. Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for tonight. Massive thanks. Jared Christmas, the brilliant B. Ray, our sexy studio audience, make sure you join us next week. Straight after the eviction show, 11:05 for more Big Mouth. And here to play us out with his fantastic single, Built Like an Amplifier, is the totally genius Killer Keller. Peace out, Brown Trout. See you next week.
My web's hidden from everybody's nose. It speaks in volume and everywhere I go. It acts like a virus, but she likes to tease me, pushing me to make me explode. Oh, hands in the air, let's go. My kid, light out, high is my life.